Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Suddenly, I'm not half the man I used to be. There's a shadow hanging over me. Oh, yesterday came suddenly. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Sing it with me. I believe in yesterday. Oh, I believe in yesterday. What's up, y'all? Let me stop bugging out. This is Ty. How y'all doing? I'm back. We are back. That is my dedication to President Eli, because he was shook tonight. He is not the man he thought he was. He ain't the man he used to be. I'm trying to connect the songs. I don't know. I just felt like singing that song. But anyway, what's up, y'all? This is Ty. I am here to review season 6, episode 1 of Tyler Perry's soap opera comedy drama, The Oval, and the episode is titled No Escape. Shout out to all my lovely subscribers. You know who you are. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's keep this channel going and growing in 2025. And let's get right down to this review. So it was a big old shootout in the White House. That's where we last left off. Who is going to survive this crazy shootout? Everybody. Everybody survived. We see Hunter with the blanket. Look like he got blood on him. His crazy son, Jason, is quite impressed with his father, saying that shootout was badass. And they shooting and everybody's fleeing. So this is his thing. They on one floor. You got the rest of the crew on another floor. Hunter and his crew, Isaac, Agent Isaac, who I call James Ingram, because he looks like James Ingram to me. They are in their area. And this is just crazy. And I'm like, what is going on by this? But the whole time, President Eli is shook and showing that he does not have what it takes to lead, because he like this. Woo, woo, which, which is ridiculous. But now, crazy Jason this is a father and son bond. And he's so impressed with President Hunter. And, you know, we had Agent Isaac telling him, listen, we got to get these things done. We got to do something here, because this is what happened. While all of this is going on, they go to President Eli, and the first thing he do is he goes to Victoria. Victoria, are you all right? Then he goes to Simone, and she's like, hold up, bro. How you going to go to this hole first? I'm your wife. What's that about? And so I was like, yeah, she was getting annoyed with that. And then Victoria, still being Victoria, taking shots at people, acting real arrogant. I'm like, you would think now would not be the time to be arrogant. You know, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on, and you in here being arrogant. But Donald takes control, and Donald's like, look, y'all need to cut everything out. We need to get back to what we're doing. Everybody go back to their office. Hold on. There was a big shootout here at work, and you want me to go back to my office because you don't want, his argument was he doesn't want it to get out to the press. And I'm saying to myself, how in the hell is this not going to get out in the press? You got staff, the president shooting at the y'all trying to overthrow the president, get him out. He's in the wheelchair, and he got his crew with him, his mercenaries with him, and y'all are shooting up a storm in the damn White House. But it was explained, because I know y'all are saying, like I was saying, like, Ty, how did the press not know this? Well, it was explained. They explained that the White House is soundproof, and this was in the residential part of the White House, and a lot of the other employees are not in the residential part. But I'm like, yes, they are, because you got maids and stuff that work in the White House and that be in the residential part of the White House in this show. We've seen it. But anyway, that's what they're saying. That's the story. It's soundproof. Nobody knows what's going on. It ain't get out to the press yet. And Donald was like, we shutting things down, cut off all communications in that area where President Hunter is, him and his crew, so that there's no communication. So once Isaac realizes that, he's like, yo, we got to find some way to get through this. And the president, well, I should say the former president, Hunter, has an idea. He says, my son is crazy, and he knows his way around this White House like nobody knows their way the way he does. What we can do, we got to get some press up in here, but we got to sneak them in here. And the only way we could get press in here is let my son do it. So Isaac is like, no, we can't send your son. They might get him. He said, no, we're not going to send him. I'm going to send you. Isaac is like, nah, you can't send me because I got to protect you. So he was like, okay, we'll train one of your men. But then crazy Jason was like, hold up, Dad, hold up, wait a minute. You know, I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Let me talk to you privately. So he talks to his father privately. He's like, listen, the thing about us going through these tunnels and stuff, me showing them the way, is I got secrets and things. You know, I'm a little freak. I know my way all around because back in the 1950s, they built these tunnels up all in the White House, and I know my way around all these things. But y'all gonna find some things. Talking about skeletons in the closet and where the bodies is buried. So I'm saying, well, damn, Jason, how many more people did you hurt, and what else is in these tunnels? Because y'all remember when he killed that housekeeper, the young lady, raped and killed her. But he ain't hide her up in nowhere. And then he killed one of the president's hoes too. And so now I'm like, well, what else is in these tunnels? And so President Hunter, former President Hunter, said, listen, son, you're going to have to show them. I understand what you said. You're going to have to show them the way out, because if not, they're going to come in here and get me. And then you're going to be stuck with your mama. And I know you don't want to be stuck with your mama, do you, bro? So he's like, well, do you, son? And he's like, well, since you put it like that, you know what? I can show them the way. I can show them out. But I'm like, that was crazy. But that was very interesting, but that was crazy. And then we see a scene with Victoria and Simone. And earlier in this scene, Simone said that she wasn't going to go to the Oval because they said, we got to get Eli into the Oval. And Simone was like, I'm not coming with him, you know, because she's still pissed off that he went to check on Victoria first. She's like, I ain't going nowhere with him. No, screw that. But then the next scene, we see Simone, Victoria, in there with Eli, and, you know, the usual throwing jabs at each other. And Simone was really holding her own on this and letting her know, listen, you ain't the first lady no more. I am the first lady. And then she was saying, well, you know, you look so upset. Victoria was saying, you look so upset, and your husband, at least your husband is not an idiot like mine. He did okay out there. He's not an idiot. But Simone said to her, so like you said, you're the one that married to the idiot. But she also said, I know you was messing with him. There was all this back and forth about who's messing with who and all this other stuff. But she said, you, Victoria, are not always, you're not going to be the first lady. And when we get that idiot husband of yours out of here, you getting up out of here too, Trick. That's basically what she said to her. And then Victoria was taking little jabs saying, oh, who did your work? Talking about her face and all that, you know, your chin and your this and that. And she said, I ain't getting no work done. What are you talking about? She said, yeah, okay, please. You know you got some work done. So Victoria still in this crisis is still throwing jabs and making little shady attacks, but it was quite entertaining. I was entertained by the foolishness. This is what I'm talking about. It was complete foolishness, and she's just crazy. And I was entertained. I was very entertained by that. And I'm like, what's all that about? You know, come on. What else happened here? We have Donald having a conversation. Donald's having a conversation with Eli. He tells Alan to go get Eli a drink. I'm still shocked that everybody's just sitting around. Y'all just shot the place up. Let me tell you something right now. I don't care where I'm working. A pow pow, I'm out the door. I survived it. I'm out the door. I didn't get shot or nothing. I'm not sticking around. Pop, pop, pop. First of all, when the bullets was popping off, I'm already outside, out of there. I'm out of there. So all this sticking around and I'm good. I'm good. You ain't got to worry. I'm good. But everybody's sticking around and going back to their office and doing all these things, and they're trying to come up with a good plan. And Donald seems to be the man because Eli is shook. Eli so shook. Donald tells Alan, "Yo, Alan, go get this man a drink. He need a drink bad." And he's shivering. I said, "Yo, he is really shook. He's a poor leader, really poor leader." But this is Donald's plan. Donald says to Eli, "This is how I think we're gonna smoke him out." He said, President Hunter, he likes women and crack. So we could get him once he runs out of his crack and his hoes and his prostitutes and all that, that's how we gonna get him up out of here. He ain't gonna last up there without that, without no crack and coochie. I said, interesting. That's his plan to get him out. He said that's what's gonna happen right there. Then we had this whole thing with Dale calling Alan, and that was stupid. And Dale is not too bright. "Oh, I gotta tell you something, but I can't tell you over the phone." But he keeps repeatedly calling. "Why are you calling me over the phone if you know you can't tell me what's going on? What is that about? What sense does that make?" So anyway, as he's doing that, Kyle comes in. "Who are you talking to? Or what are y'all talking about?" So Kyle is supposedly jealous, and he's thinking that Alan and Dale got something going on, and he's like, "I want to know what y'all was talking about. I want to know what it is, this, that, and the third." Dale gets upset, hangs up the phone, tells him to go to hell or whatever he says. And then now Alan and Kyle are going at it, and Kyle says to Alan, Kyle says to Alan, "I can't wait to mess up your face." Alan loses it. "Do it." Slams the pad down. "Do it. What you gonna do? I'm ready. I'm ready." Standing up for himself. Again, I don't know why you still working here, bro. I don't get it. But he's standing up for himself. And I'm like, you do know that Dale is like a professional killer. You're not going to win this fight. So as they're about to get to, I would have liked if they would have started fighting right there or something. I think Alan should have hit him with the notepad or something. But then in comes Donald. And Donald's like, "What's going on here? Kyle, you need to get out there. This, that, and the third." And Donald is questioning Alan, and I'm like, now, Donald, are you? He's like, "Y'all gonna tell me what's going on? When this mess gets cleared up, you're gonna tell me what's going on." Does he think that Kyle and Alan got something going on? Because he was like, "Well, I don't know. Maybe he think they got something going on." I was like, okay, interesting, very interesting. Then we go down to Richard and Priscilla in the kitchen, and Priscilla comes up with an idea. She says, "I think I should go talk to Hunter. I think I can talk to him." Richard is opposing this. He's like, "You out of your mind. What is wrong with you? You can't do that. Hell no, what's wrong?" Richard just opposes everything. He's like, "We're undercover." But this is my question. What are y'all undercover for, Richard? Because every time Priscilla says, "Let's do something," you say no. What is your job undercover? What's your point and what's your purpose? That just really gets me. I really don't understand that at all. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. So then we go to Miss Nancy at home, and Dale comes over there, and Dale comes, I love me some Lord have mercy, Miss Nancy. Miss Nancy is all beat down. He comes to the house. He tells her he needs a place to stay. She tells him he can come in, and she says, "Well, Lord have mercy, my son is dead, and you can stay in my son's room." That was kind of, "Yeah, my son is dead. You can go stay up in there." "Ma'am, I think I'll sleep on the couch." I don't know, that just kind of, "And my husband, he want to divorce me, so I got to take care of somebody." Dale was like, and she said, "Yeah, my son, make sure you tell Sharon and Kareem." And then Dale was like, looking all nervous. Y'all help me out here, because I can't remember. Does Dale know that Sharon is in jail? I feel like he did know that Sharon's in jail. And where's Kareem at? Is Kareem still down in the basement or the dungeon or the torture chambers of the White House? Is he still down there? Somebody help me. I can't remember what happened with all that. But anyway, she's like, "Dale, what's going on?" And Dale doesn't tell her anything. He just tells her that he doesn't know where Sharon or Kareem is. And he says something like, "Wow, everybody's so full of drama." But I don't know what he's doing over at Miss Nancy's house, because Kyle gonna come after him. That's That's just a given. Kyle's definitely gonna come after him. Then we have this whole conversation with Donald and Victoria about how to handle Hunter and how to get Hunter out of there. And we see her pretty much, she's discussing like, oh my God, did you see this wimp? He has no, talking about Eli, who Eli just really, he's turned into Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. He's just so nervous and a wreck. And he knew he messed up. He just, yeah, it's just not a good look for him. And then we get to a scene that I really enjoyed. And this was the scene in the Oval where they're trying to come up with a plan. They're in there having a conversation. There's tension between Bobby and Sam. Eli's sitting there. Simone is there. Victoria is there. Priscilla walks in. And all that scene was probably my favorite scene of the whole episode. That little back and forth between all of them about this, just to go, everybody just going back and forth at each other. And Priscilla's like, I want to go speak to Hunter. And Eli's like, okay, let me hear you out. And then Sam is like, no, absolutely not. And then Bobby says, absolutely not. And then Sam says to Bobby, yo, don't say nothing about what my wife can and cannot do. You shut up. And they got all this tension. And then Victoria throwing her 2 cents in, calling Priscilla a big booty, ghetto big booty hoe or something like that, or ghetto bro with a big booty or something. And she said, well, that's why your husband married you, because you ghetto. She said, but you ain't got no big booty. So that little tension, all this tension between everybody, back and forth. And Eli's kind of getting a little control. Stop it, guys. Stop this, stop that. And then Sam was like, this man, I think, who was it? Let me see if I have this right. Bobby mentioned, you the one banging the first lady. You was talking about Victoria. And I believe Sam said, and you're banging the first lady. And she said, and Victoria's like, I would never. And they was like, I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about Simone. And that's where the episode ended, with Eli with this goofy look on his face like, oh. That was hilarious to me. But I love all that tension between all of them. You shut up. No, you hold. No, this. No, you. And I'm like, what you upset about? You sleeping around too? So why are you so shocked? But he's so goofy and ridiculous. And I cannot wait to see what's going to happen in the next episode. I thought this episode was entertaining. It was funny. I like the action in the beginning. We could have used a little bit more action though, right? We could have used a little more bang, 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 shoot them up, some more fighting. They could have had a good cat fight between Priscilla and Victoria, or Victoria and Simone. Whatever. Let's just let it be let's get that's what they should have did. They should have had a little bit more action. That's what I was looking for. When this show goes crazy, that's when it's the most entertaining. That's what it is. It's true. When the show goes crazy. But that's all I have for now. Tell me your thoughts. What did you like about this episode? If you like this episode. If there's something I missed, let me know down in the comments. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? So again, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let's keep this channel going and growing. There's a few things I gotta update y'all on. I'll probably do that in another video. I'm still taking song requests. Somebody hit me up the other day saying, look, where's my song? It's coming. I promise you it's coming. But please hit that like button, subscribe button, and I will see you all in